Warning, the following video may contain positive comments related about American Airlines. Shocking, I know, right? Viewer discretion is advised. I tried to fly out of Chicago O'Hare to Los Angeles during a snowstorm. However, despite all the odds, American Airlines managed to get me there and do so with better service than expected. Let me tell you the tale of a trip in Main Cabin Extra on an Airbus 321 Sharklets. I had originally booked a basic economy fare on a 7 a.m. flight to Los Angeles. However, the night before, Chicago suffered a serious snowfall. I should have learned my lesson.
You fell victim to one of the classic blunders. The most famous is never get involved in a land war in Asia, but only slightly less well known is this.
Never fly out of Chicago when there's snow on the ground. The afternoon before, the flight was preemptively canceled. The American app was acting up, so I called in, and an actually helpful and friendly agent rebooked me on the 4 p.m. flight. First surprise. I arrived early to O'Hare, not just because of the weather, but due to the government shutdown, TSA agents weren't getting paid. The flight board was a bloodbath of cancellations. The gate was at the far end of the terminal, so I got a chance to watch a host of flights deal with the brutal weather. It was a rough day of operations at O'Hare. In the morning, a United flight went off the runway. Our inbound flight was delayed, but it was on its way to Chicago. Except it couldn't land as an aircraft was stuck on the runway. It circled and circled until fuel ran low, so it diverted to Milwaukee. But it couldn't land in Milwaukee, so it ultimately diverted to Rockford International Airport, which, I'll let you go Google, as I had never heard of it either. Everything was a mess, as passengers worried about missing connecting flights. But American got a new plane from the hangar, found a captain and crew, and we ended up boarding only 2 hours behind schedule. Being in a hub has its benefits. Although I had booked and intended to review Basic Economy, I had been rebooked into Main Cabin Extra. I like to call this class What Coach Used to Be. There's 34 inches of legroom. My God, what do I even do with it? There's also dedicated overhead bins. Other than that, it's the same seat as I'd had on a 787. There's a personal TV screen, USB, and power port. Comfort is tolerable, even on a 5-hour flight. After a thorough de-icing, we taxied across Siberia and took off. There's Wi-Fi, free live TV, and movies available both on the screen as well as on your own device. But be sure to download the American app first, otherwise it won't work. There's one more perk to Main Cabin Extra. You get free alcohol. Haha! No incremental revenue from me! The lavatories on the A321 weren't roomy by any standard, but sufficient. Otherwise, the flight was uneventful, and we made our descent into Los Angeles. So yes, having booked a basic economy fare, getting a Main Cabin Extra seat, and actually being seated next to my traveling companion was a pleasant surprise. And given the cancellations and delays, American handled things quite well. The cabin crew were polite and patient.
We thank everybody for being patient with this weather. It's been a rough day in Chicago. Rest assured, we're going to get through this together.
And the gate agents saints for dealing with so many irate customers. So, am I actually going to conclude positively about American Airlines? You clearly don't know me. Yes, this flight experience was good. American thinks it's too good. So enjoy this configuration while it lasts. Because Project Oasis is coming. They have already begun installing the torture devices of the 737 MAX on the existing fleet. And this plan includes all 200 of the A321s. You gotta watch the seat map to tell. It's dangerous out there. They don't call it Sharklets for nothing. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing for more flight reviews. I'll see you in the next one.